This is an amendment that would provide $2.5 million from being used to restore the parade ground at the center of the Presidio's main post and reduce funding for the overall bill by a consistent amount. This is just one of a long parade of earmarks in the bill. The Presidio is located in San Francisco, one of the oldest continuously used military posts in the nation. In 1996, Congress turned the bulk of the Presidio, including the large main post area, over to a congressionally chartered nonprofit organization called the Presidio Trust to be managed with the National Park Service. This is a unique arrangement, and the main objective is to achieve financial self-sufficiency by the year 2013, largely by renting out housing and leasing land to businesses. It has been quite successful in this. The San Francisco Chronicle noted last year that the Presidio was becoming a scenic enclave where only the well-heeled need apply, with some houses being rented for more than $4,000 a month. This is high even by California standards. This earmark raises a number of troubling questions, not the least of which is why an earmark for a park managed in partnership with the National Park Service is receiving an earmark in the defense appropriation bill. The defense appropriation bill, I think we all agree, is for the troops. Yet here we're bleeding off funds to spend money on an earmark that has been funded in prior bills here for a project managed with the National Park Service. I'm sure the taxpayers would like to hear a good explanation for this. Why are we doing it in the defense bill? I reserve the balance of my time.
Does any member seek time in opposition to the amendment?
I oppose
Gentleman
the
from Pennsylvania.
I oppose the amendment. We put money into where there used to be bases before they went to the Parks Department to make sure they were secure for the Parks Department. So I oppose the amendment.
Does the gentleman yield back the balance of his time?
Yield back a balance.
Gentleman from Arizona.
Has the gentleman yielded back?
Yes. Gentleman from Arizona.
May I ask the gentleman who is the sponsor of the amendment, or the earmark?
Gentleman from Arizona controls the time.
I would yield to the gentleman if he would tell us who the sponsor of the earmark is. Well, I guess I will, since he won't. The sponsor is the Speaker of the House, and I would hope that the sponsor of the earmark would come and defend this. Why are we earmarking defense dollars for a project managed in cooperation with the National Park Service, a project that is receiving millions and millions of dollars from the outside in a very high-rent district in San Francisco? That doesn't seem right, yet we're doing it, and this is indicative of a lot of the earmarks that are going into this bill. Now, it is perhaps not surprising that there isn't much of a defense for this, but I would think, even if it's nearly 11 o'clock on the last day of the session, that the taxpayers deserve a little better than this. I have a few more earmarks, and we'll talk a little more about this, but it just seems wrong. When you come up with a high-sounding words to make the earmarks sound like they're more important, I started thinking that if this podium right here were described in the defense bill, it would be referred to as a multi-purpose ad hoc self-generating voice projection platform. Or this pen might be a stenographic multifunctional polymer language communication system. If you name things like this, you might get funding in this defense bill. Yet we do it, and people might laugh, but we do it year after year after year, and it grows. And people will point out that there are fewer earmarks in this bill than there were in the past couple of years. That is true, and that is a good thing. But it's still too much. How can we exercise proper oversight when we're spending money like this?
Gentleman's time has expired. Questions on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Arizona. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. Opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment is